matters because, of course it does.
Why does it matter?
Because Allah says, you should know this as well, it's for ta'aruf, so we may know one another. Do you understand? Okay, Allah says in the Quran that you should know as well, yeah? Inna khalaqna, we created you from a single pair of male and female into nations and tribes that you may know one another. But this doesn't make me better than you or me, you better than me. It's a inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. But the best and most honorable amongst you are those who are God pious or God fearing. So what happened to you? What happened? You stopped believing?
No, because I read the book, I educated myself. And
which education?
The book.
No, you educated yourself by reading a book?
Ignorance. Without
What's
knowledge.
your name?
Ignorance without knowledge.
Hamza.
Ignorance without knowledge creates belief.
Okay, so what is this knowledge you have?
Knowledge without ignorance creates knowledgeable people who then make a better choice. By having an informed understanding of something, you can make an informed consent to something. In predominance, Muslims have no such thing.
Are you atheist now? Are you atheist or?
Let me finish. So therefore, Muslims make a choice in ignorance. If you ask the entire population of Islamic people around the entire world, have you read the Quran? 80% of them will say to you, Inshallah, one day I will read this book that I'm supposed to read. So that means they're choosing in ignorance.
Have you finished?
So that's why I chose not to be ignorant, and I chose a better path, not to believe that.
What is the path that you chose?
Seeking the truth.
Is it atheism? What is it? Are you Jack in the Box, Christian?
That's just a bunch of words to identify.
So how am I supposed to know what your path of enlightenment is?
I'm seeking truth.
But what is that? Is it atheism?
Any truth. The truth is the truth.
Okay, the truth is it. So what is it that you come to? If you come to the understanding that this is not
God
true.
God doesn't exist. God doesn't exist.
Okay, is this what you believe in? That God doesn't exist?
I have no belief. Belief is the lack of knowing.
Belief is the lack of knowledge. That's acknowledged. That's agnostic. Just for someone who's knowledgeable, you should know that's agnostic. That's agnostic. That's the definition of agnostic. Yeah. Let's take it tone down. If you believe you know more. No, I don't mind you shouting. I don't mind you shouting. But we have to have conversation. What does agnostic mean? What is agnostic? I'm nice guy. I'm nice guy, isn't I? I don't berate you. If you don't know, you don't know. No, I don't mind that. But I'm saying, what is agnostic? What does agnostic has mean? What is? I need to know who I'm talking to engage. Do you understand? If you believe that you found, I'm telling you, if you believe that you found the path of enlightenment, then likewise you should share this path of enlightenment. You said all of us as Muslims are ignorant, that we do not know. 80% of them, yeah? That's a massive amount. That's fine. But enlightenment, yeah, it means something good. It means that you do know. So this is why I'm trying to understand. What is it you have with this knowledge that makes you know and that I don't know? The simple question. Is it that your worldview is atheism? Is it agnosticism? Is it Christianity? Because I need to engage with you, Has. Do you understand?
Because you have to choose that. You have to find a
be agnostic.
Oh, so you're speaking from
I'm in speaker's corner.
You're preaching as an agnostic.
I am a Muslim. I'm not Jack in the Box.
There you go.
I am, but I'm not Jack in the Box. I don't hide. No,
I didn't put you in the
did
box.
before you started the conversation.
You said assalamu alaikum, brother. What's your
Christians say assalamu alaikum. Did you not say wa alaikum salam?
Are you Muslim?
Did you as not say wa alaikum salam? You know what I mean? You as a non-Muslim said wa alaikum salam.
I don't say that.
You didn't say wa alaikum salam.
I say it by respect. I don't say it by randomness.
Exactly, that's fine enough. It doesn't make you Muslim. There are many, so that argument it failed. So again, why is it that you don't want to? Okay, but why do you want to be a Jack in the Box?
No, you're putting me in a box to identify me so that you could choose an argument.
To engage.
You have no argument.
No, to engage. Of course I can't argue with someone who I don't know. If I have a Christian with me, I need to know what his worldview is. Do you get it, Has? If he is an Eastern, listen. If he is an Eastern, it's a dialogue. If it's an Eastern Orthodox, Western Orthodox, or Catholic or Protestant, I need to represent their position correctly in order to engage with it and critique it. Likewise, if I ask you, it shouldn't be laborious for you to tell me that you're atheist, so be it. Do you understand? I'm a Muslim.
I'm not.
What are you?
A truth seeker.
Very ambiguous. Would you like to elaborate?
I believe that we should evaluate all knowledge
Okay.
to have an understanding when something is either truthful or not truthful, and then find and extract materials that correlate to whether or not whatever has been taught to you, given to you, indoctrinated or provided to you is actually the truth of the knowledge.
How did
that
we
you're
as
supposed to
human
understand.
beings, can you tell me through this
You can't ask
spectacular
me
knowledge?
questions that are beyond me, right? It's going to be difficult.
No, that's fine, that's fine. If you can say I don't know. I'm not one of those people that berate if you don't know. We have to have an honest one. First of all, as a Muslim, I will remain humble. I won't say that I am knowledgeable and I'm on this path. Do you understand? I think this is just pretentious, to be honest. There's only a limited amount of books we can read in the first place. But if you say that these Muslims are ignorant, 80% hear me, are ignorant, and then you take the higher moral ground. So I would like to understand how you came to that position, and this is where we're going to be parsimonious and examine your view as well as mine. So my question is, how did we as humans, from your knowledge and worldview, exist or creation without a creator? This is a prime question.
That's a very difficult question to answer, of course. I wouldn't know.
It's a difficult question. But how do you then exclude God?
Because
This is your
just
first
because
admission.
something exists doesn't mean something else must have existed to make that something.
Have you ever seen in your perceivable universe, because how do you discern things? How do you as a human, except through your perceptions, your eyesight, your hearing, this and that, how do you perceive things? Except with these. Every single thing around you that is a creation came from a creator. This is what you have as visual evidence. Now I'm asking you, if something from your worldview, which is about knowledge and truth seeking, how did something come from nothing? Very simple question. We should be able to get past this one quickly so we can go into other things like abiogenesis, or how the reproduction happened, or how a unicellular thing became multicellular. I want to go. So this is the first question. I want to, and how information in DNA, how information in these things come. I want us to really get into these knowledgeable questions, but we have to first start of how creation started. Mr. Knowledgeable.
Brother, it's difficult to answer, right?
Yeah,
because your book gives you a simplicity of answers by saying clot, blood, and all of these things. You think that completely explains how everything is
logically,
created.
I'm asking you logically.
But in every book you look at, they all give you fragmented.
So are you happy to say you don't know?
I said that 3 times already.
Yeah, I know. So the point is, the point is, from all the evidence we have visually, perceptively, everything we see, everything we know, logically, creation requires a creator. You do not believe, no?
Logically,
it's not logic,
logically.
So you've chosen to choose, so you've chosen not to use logic in this one instance, right?
No.
According to your own
atoms, quantum field, don't require a creator for something to exist.
Of course it is. What is quantum?
Where does the air come from?
How
is the air created? How is the air created?
It depends. The air is okay. So air. We believe it's creation, isn't it?
So you're gonna call it God, right?
We can do, no problem.
So you simplify things that you don't
No, I never said I simplify. No.
So we therefore will never find the truth, because your way of finding the truth is always say, okay, because I don't understand it, God must have created it.
So
and that's
would you allow me to join us? No.
Of course you can.
But this would be dishonest to try to reduce the Muslim's position that complexity can only be solved by answering saying God have done it. We had the greatest, as you should know, philosophers. We had the greatest scientists. We are the ones that created algorithms and algebra and all of these things which describe the natural world. We did not dismiss it. So again, this is extremely unuseful reductionist view that Islam simply says all of this complexity just comes from the creator. No, we believe it comes from the creator, but we also look at the mechanisms of how it became that. So we looked at natural law. We'll see all of these doctors in Islam had done this, and we don't dismiss it, and you know this.
No, but
but you reduced it very simply.
No, of course, because you're equating.
But you accuse me of making it simple.
No.
So who created the universe?
No, but therefore you cannot explain who created the universe with scientific understanding based upon the Quran.
You don't need scientific understanding. You cannot use scientific understanding. Can I go to fishing with a dog leash?
Yeah, but your Quran is your God's words. So therefore, in your Quran, it should have explained to you all the magnificence of creation in a scientific, in a metaphysical, in a physical, and all of those elements. But it does not explain. It doesn't explain that to you because your God is not present in that book. It's a man creation. So therefore.
Maybe it has, It's Has. You said your name is Has.
H-A-Z,
Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
So now the problem is you're asking to go fishing with a dog leash. I hope you understand what I mean by that, yeah? You're saying how can we explain the universe using science? This is what you say, the creation of the universe. No, because as a scientist, you should know all laws of science breaks down at the initial Big Bang. All laws of science. We know that this is, no it's not, no it's not. Nature, what's beyond nature? What's outside the universe? Is it nature?
We don't know.
Is it nature? Outside the universe, is it nature?
We don't know. How can I know what's outside
Okay,
the universe?
if I say what's around the corner, I know, this one point. If I say nature is a product of the universe, do you understand?
It's the nature that we live in.
Nature we live exists within the universe. Do you understand?
No,
it's a product of the universe.
You don't know what the universe is.
No, anything beyond the universe is supernatural. No.
Have you been outside of this world?
No.
So therefore, how can you say that?
Because it's like me saying what's around the corner and you say more corner. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
it's a Nature is a product of
You're
it's
within
not.
that existence. You cannot explain something outside of the existence by saying because I exist here, so therefore everything must be the same there.
No, you are saying this.
If you're saying that. No, but he's saying the universe.
Anyway, I haven't been able to push this argument much further than the first question because you argued that you are knowledgeable and that you're seeking truth.
I gave you knowledgeable answers.
No, you haven't. The first question, I haven't even got into abiogenesis. I haven't even got into abiogenesis, the reproductive system, how we got language.
We're talking about your Quran, not about science.
No. You said you're a truth seeker. I'm more than happy to discuss this, and our scholars have. Yeah, and we have. So you're the one that came in a way that suggested that you had the truth. I said I'm humble, and I'm happy for you to say. Yeah, that's fine. But you said 80% of Muslims don't know nothing, more or less. And you're really beating down on Muslims. So I expect when someone comes in that I guarantee you could do that with all atheists.
Yes or no?
Yes, no.
Shall we take a number?
Yeah, I need to pray Asr. Anyway, you could do this in honesty with all people. Do you understand, Has? Do you understand? Unfortunately, we haven't got this conversation past the ground yet. I was hoping to do so. But ultimately, you're left with the fundamental question, how did something come from nothing? And then afterwards, you have to explain, since you believe in scientism, which is the dogmatic understanding, all things. You say how can science prove? How can we prove by science?
I don't believe in scientism.
But what is scientism? Do you know?
To see it as a cult.
No,
it is.
No, that's not what scientism
is.
Scientism is the dogmatic understanding that all things can be explained by science. And one of the axioms of science, or the presuppositions, is that we base it on logic and mathematics. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yeah, of course.
So there's something.
But that's what your religion is.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Can be explained
so listen, I need you to track what I'm saying. Yeah.
I do.
The cause is always greater than the effect. So if the effect of cause of science is logic and mathematics, then you cannot be expected to use science to be explaining the universe that you are in.
Yeah, that's their choice.
Anyway, take care. Let me go pray here, mate.
Do you know who this belongs to?
No, just leave it here. Yeah.
Are you coming back or are we done?
No, we're done. Are you okay, yeah?
No worries, bro. I was going to ask you about the black stones and everything else about the Quran, but you subsequently bypassed all of the Quran stuff and went into something else.
I don't know what you're going to talk about. How am I supposed to know what you're going to talk about?
But you chose
it. Because the fundamental question is... No, but if you don't believe in God, what's the point of the entailment?